Hello everyone. Good morning. Kavita, Chinmay, Jameer, Chintu, Amrut. Good morning everyone. So we have to continue with hydrogen chapter. We will finish it and then we will shift to S block. This class was not mentioned in the timetable, but before this sir told you about. I hope you have revised everything. I think we have to start with heavy water. Okay, Harshit, Om Prakash. Clear. We'll start with heavy water. So let everyone join quickly. Okay, Madhavan, you took admission yesterday. So we have done periodic table lectures. You can see quickly. Periodic table lectures you can see quickly at least. Okay. First you see periodic table, hydrogen. After that you can see. But the main understanding topics are in periodic table only. Okay, na? And the other part you can check out. Hydrogen, they have said they have removed from CBSE syllabus. Na? About NT and NEET, we don't have any idea. Not confirmed till now. So we are studying. So let's start with the topic quickly. So we'll write 4-5 points are there which we have to focus on. We know heavy water. Heavy water means what we will say? D2O. Heavy water means what? D2O. Heavy water means what? D2O means deuterium. That means it is heavy by the mass. So so they are saying the name heavy water. You can say like this. So what is the mass? You can say molecular mass is your 20 AMU. Am I correct? 16 for oxygen and 4 for deuterium. So now we will write here 4-5 points, out of which the first point which is written is that prepared by exhaustive. We will quickly finish hydrogen chapter and then we will move to S block. Prepared by exhaustive what you can say? Exhaustive electrolysis. Exhaustive electrolysis of water. Exhaustive electrolysis means what? Keep doing it for a longer time. So due to mass, what happens there? It is separated. Or they are also saying or as a byproduct in fertilizer industry. As a byproduct in fertilizer industry. So this is the first part. Second statement very important because this came in the paper also. We use in organic chemistry. Correct. You will have to read it from last year, whatever you are having. Sunny, app class is going on only. They have joined also. Harita is there. Sai is there. Amrut. So second point, this came in the paper also this year and we use in organic chemistry. Many places you have seen instead of H2O, they are using D2O. So to know the mechanism, OH is coming from which part, OD is coming from which part, whether it is coming from solvent or from the molecule. So you can understand this point, it is used to study. It is used to study chemical reaction mechanism. Chemical reaction mechanism. So we use this many times in organic chemistry. They write D2O. Hydroboration oxidation, in place of H2O2, they write D2O2. LiAlH4, in place of LiAlH4, they can write LiAlD4. So like this. More lag is there. Okay, fine. Chalo, now come to the next part. ठीक है ना. Next part, you see this in physics. You study nuclear physics. They tell you about moderator coolant. So heavy water is used as moderator. ठीक है ना. What is the use of moderator? To slow down the fast moving neutron. Slow down the fast moving neutron so that reaction can be controlled. Clear? Fission fusion reactions are means chain reactions na, so it is very difficult to control them. So to control those things we are using moderator to slow down the speed of fast moving neutron. Done. Then there are 3 reactions written generally in NCERT, ठीक है ना, out of which 2 reactions you will have to remember. Out of which you will have to use you will have to remember 2 reactions. These reactions are in other chapters also. So mainly we are studying what we are studying: hydrolysis of carbide, CaC2 calcium carbide, Al4C3 aluminium carbide, Mg2C3, that is your magnesium carbide. When you put water in this, if you will put H2O, then ठीक है, you will get in terms of H. If you are putting D2O everywhere, ठीक है ना, we have said moderator, ठीक है ना. So if you will use D2 everywhere, so first thing is that like calcium hydroxide you get OH whole twice. This time you will write here OD whole twice. Similarly in Al also you will write OD whole thrice. In case of magnesium, MgOD whole twice. Now no one asked this. Everyone is interested in the gas liberated. So this part you can learn for now. We will explain this in carbon family or S block also we can see at the last. So can you tell me the gases which are liberated? In this case they say C2D2 means what? Ethine. In this case they write CD4. CD4 means what? Methane. Clear? In this case they write C3D4. C3D4 means what? Propine. How we tell this? We tell this on the basis of ions generated. ठीक है ना? Like if you are having C4 minus ion, 3 possibilities are there. C4 minus, C2 2 minus, C3 4 minus. ठीक है ना? Whatever minus charge is there, you write H. So C4 minus means CH4. C2 2 minus means C2H2. C3 4 minus means C3H4. ठीक है ना? So based on the ions, we come to know which gas is liberated. So for now, you have to remember the gas only. So which gas is liberated in case of aluminium carbide? Methane. In case of magnesium carbide? Propine. In case of calcium carbide? Ethine. This is written in alkyne chapter also, hydrocarbon class 11 alkyne. This is written here. This is not written, I am giving you extra. Ki magnesium carbide on hydrolysis gives propine. So is it clear? So this is all about heavy water. Now we are coming to the next part. That is your hydrogen as a fuel. Hydrogen as a fuel. Now here 2-3 things are there. Hydrogen as a fuel, they are saying very good. Less pollution. Used in rockets also, very good. We are talking about now, means how we can use in car and all those things also. In rocket we are using, fine, but we are also talking about using it for human normal purposes. Like for car we can use it, and for other purposes. Wherever we are using petrol, we can use hydrogen. Where we are using LPG, we can use hydrogen. So we are trying to find such methods. Clear with this point? Okay. Vijay, Sumazara, Sameer, Sanjana. Okay, clear? ठीक है. Is it too much lag in the app, Haritha? So hydrogen as a fuel. So in this mainly what we are going to write, we will write 2-3 merits and then we will write 2-3 demerits. What is the problem? So like we will say, suppose you are saying hydrogen as a fuel. So what is the benefit? They are saying first thing we can talk about the benefit. So when you will check the benefits ना, ठीक है, good benefits are there. They will say कि on mass basis, what they will say, on mass basis, on mass basis they will say like this कि energy liberated by hydrogen, energy liberated by hydrogen is how many times बताओ, 3 times, is equal to 3 times petrol. Petrol they are writing octane. In octane data is written in NCERT down table, you can say last page. So when you will check the data also, ठीक है, per gram basis, we are talking on mass basis. There are 3 datas given. One data is per liter, second data is per mole, third data in the middle is your per gram. Check the middle one, per gram. ठीक है, I have told everyone open NCERT also so that you can see, अच्छा this thing is taught, you read NCERT once during the class only, ठीक है ना. So 3 times. So when you will check the data, then you will see it is approximately 143 written for gas, 142 for liquid, and here we are having the data around 50 approximately I am taking. So you can see this is 3 times, ठीक है ना. Okay, ठीक है. So one benefit is there, very good. And compare on the basis of mass only, because in terms of mass hydrogen will win, ठीक है ना. If you will talk in terms of moles and liter, hydrogen will be defeated, ठीक है ना. Check in terms of, like, why we are saying this, you know, we are saying, see, 1 gram of hydrogen means 1 gram, ठीक है ना. 1 gram of octane means 1 gram. So now we can check. But if you will see in terms of mole, 1 mole of hydrogen means 2 grams, only 1 gram increased. But if you will say 1 mole of butane, octane, then the mass will be around 50, 60, 70. So they are having more benefit. If you will talk in terms of mole, hydrogen has the benefit of only 1 gram. From 1 gram it went to 2 gram. Clear? But if you will talk about methane, butane, octane, they are having 50 times. ठीक है ना. So that's why we don't compare in terms of mass. We don't compare in terms of mole and volume, liter. We compare in terms of mass. 1 gram you see, hydrogen is the winner. But if you will check on the basis of liter or mole, so just for your knowledge I am writing it, although you can check the data also. If you will check per liter or you will check per mole, then I am writing a general thing. Octane you will find more than LPG, and then you can have hydrogen, methane, whatever is there, ठीक है ना. Orders are changing, but octane is maximum, then we are having LPG. Clear with this point? This is just to, हाँ ठीक है, observe, एक बार कर लो ऐसे, you will remember it. What is the second benefit? Second benefit is that कि hydrogen produces less pollution, ठीक है ना. When you are using petrol, different types of gases are coming out, ठीक है ना, CO, nitrogen oxide, ठीक है ना, CO2. So many exhaust gases are coming out which are not good for the environment. They are saying कि अरे hydrogen very good. What very good? By less pollution. Why less pollution is there? They are saying like this, listen carefully this point. They are saying like this कि अरे only nitrogen is present as impurity. Nitrogen is present as impurity. So what will happen? So only nitrogen oxides are present as pollutant. Nitrogen oxides are produced. Nitrogen oxides means what? You can say anything, NO, NO2, N2O, like this. Nitrogen oxides are produced as a pollutant. At least carbon monoxide is not there, ठीक है ना. So these parts are there. So only nitrogen oxides can be pollutant. But nitrogen oxide also not good ना. You will study in future, ठीक है ना, environmental chemistry chapter also कि N2 and O2 combines. N2 and O2 combines, NO2, NO, these things you are getting, which are not good for the environment. NO depletes ozone, ठीक है ना. So these nitrogen oxides are also not good. Then what they are saying, ठीक है, we have a solution for that also. See, nitrogen and oxygen combines only at very high temperature. Only at very high temperature. You will study in environmental chemistry कि अरे when lightning will happen, when what will happen, lightning will happen, then nitrogen and oxygen will combine, then you will wait for lightning. So that means we conclude कि nitrogen and oxygen can combine only at high temperature. They say automobile exhaust temperature is around 800,000 degrees Celsius. ठीक है ना? Then only what is happening? Nitrogen and oxygen is combining. ठीक है ना? Normal you can take the environment example. Nitrogen is there, yes. Oxygen is there, yes. Are they combining? No. Otherwise all the oxygen will be exhausted. ठीक है? So nitrogen and oxygen combines only at very high temperature. Keep this in mind. Now see what they are saying. ठीक है, no problem. Hydrogen has less pollution. Some pollution is due to nitrogen. Then what solution they are saying? कि अरे nitrogen and oxygen combines at high temperature ना. I will decrease the temperature only. How you will decrease the temperature? Give injection. How you will give injection? By how you are doing this? So you take injection when we have high fever, when we have very high fever. ठीक है ना? Tablets not working. Then what? Doctor give you direct injection. So here also we are doing the same thing. Inject water. Inject water. Water having very high heat capacity. ठीक है ना? So we will inject water in hydrogen. So what will happen? Inject water to reduce temperature. Done. Doctor also does that. Injection, temperature decreased. Here also we'll put water, temperature decreased. Temperature decreased. No reaction between N2 and O2. And inject water to reduce temperature so that reaction between क्या बताओ? Reaction between dash and dash is avoided. What are both dash? Dash and dash is avoided. What you will say? Nitrogen and oxygen. Clear? So we have a solution also. ठीक है? So first thing is that कि on mass basis more energy is released. Second thing is that very less pollution is there only due to nitrogen, which we can control also. Okay. Then they are saying कि अरे this much benefit is there. Then why you are not using? Use it. Use hydrogen as a fuel. Why you are not using? Then they say कि अरे some problem is also there. Some problem is also there. What is the problem? Why? What is the problem? Use it. They are saying like this कि अरे transportation and storage is difficult. Transportation and storage is difficult. Then what difficulty is there? Put in some container, transport by bus, truck, and what? So they are saying no, this is not that easy. If you have compressed hydrogen, compressed hydrogen is 30 times heavier. Compressed hydrogen is 30 times heavier than petrol. Now use for the same energy value. For the same energy value. So you see now outside near the petrol pump, tanker is there. So if you want equivalent energy, the other tanker will be 30 times heavier. Hydrogen tanker is 30 times heavier. ठीक है? Then they will say, ठीक है, no problem. Then convert into liquid and then take. Convert into liquid and then take. So correct. Girish is saying correct. He is telling, sir, liquid conversion not easy. I have studied states of matter. 2 lines were there like this. Z greater than 1. Liquefaction very difficult. Those lines were of hydrogen and helium. So hydrogen is liquefied. If you want to liquefy it, this can be liquefied at कितना Kelvin बताओ? 20 Kelvin. 20 Kelvin means you understand? Don't say 20 degrees Celsius. See the question carefully. 20 Kelvin means minus 252 degrees Celsius. ठीक है? So liquefying is also not easy. Very much difficult. Then they will say ठीक है, anyhow if you liquefy. मान लो you are saying no, ठीक है, finally I will liquefy anyhow. ठीक है, liquefy. Now where you will keep it? Plastic container you will use? No. They are saying, अरे भाई expensive insulated tanks are required. Tanks are required. Expensive tanks are required to store it. वो बोलता है ना एक्सपेंसिव, इसमें तेरा घर जाएगा, ठीक है ना. So much expensive is there, सब कुछ चला जाएगा, ठीक है ना. So expensive insulated tanks are required. What example they are giving you? They are giving you Nani 5. How you can remember? You can remember from Nani. ठीक है, new movie coming. Then what they will say? भाई titanium and what? Magnesium. From titanium you can also write TiS2. These alloys they are taking MgH2. Is this clear? देख लो. Done. So expensive insulated tanks are required. So two problem is there. ठीक है ना. I cannot transport in compressed form because 30 times heavier. I cannot transport in liquefied form because liquefaction is not easy, and container which I require is very costly. ठीक है ना. So finally done. So these are the problems. So now comes hydrogen economy. Now the question arises कि अच्छा what is hydrogen economy then? They are saying कि भाई this is nothing else but we are finding different methods to tackle these problems. ठीक है ना. Very low temperature, correct. ठीक है ना. To tackle these problem, which problems? Storage problem, ठीक है ना. Transportation problem. This is only known as hydrogen economy. Clear with this point? So they are saying कि अरे in 2000 and something we used 5% in car, now we are increasing it slowly and gradually. ठीक है. So process are being carried out. ठीक है ना. Before few months only we were seeing the road and transport minister going by hydrogen vehicle. So Toyota car was there something, ठीक है ना, and it was running on hydrogen. So nice. So this is that only कि they are talking about methods for easy storage and transportation of easy storage and transportation of hydrogen. Storage and transportation of hydrogen. Clear with this point? Transportation of hydrogen. That's it. ठीक है ना. So now read NCERT, solve the questions, and that's it. Here we finish hydrogen chapter. Clear? So now our next chapter, fuel cells, correct? They are used in fuel cells, we have written. So that only we are advancing, ठीक है ना. So we can use in a better way. ठीक है ना. After this hydrogen chapter we have to start with S block. ठीक है. Done. So just check it once and read everything. ठीक है. Clear? Okay. So that's all. So successfully we have completed 2 chapters now. Those who are joining late, they can see we have done periodic in this track and hydrogen. Simultaneously in the other tracks we are doing chemical bonding and organic part. At least observe, Rakesh, observe the data once. We have written few things ki bhai, if you will see per liter basis, then per liter or per mole basis, then octane is more than LPG, and hydrogen is coming least or second least. ठीक है. Like these things are there. So you'll have to see this. Hydrogen, water and D2O table is not there. Table is there. So we have written ki most of the properties of D2O is more except dielectric constant. So this point we have said. So you go and check once water and D2O. What is the difference? Dielectric constant. Dielectric constant for water is slightly more. For D2O it is less. ठीक है. HCl2O. Sunny giving trick. चलो ठीक है, fine. So where this is applicable? Per gram basis, you are saying? हाँ, so this order is for per gram basis, per liter basis, per mole basis. For what you are giving this order? per gram basis hydrogen is more. Okay, ठीक है, fine. And that thing also, gaseous hydrogen is one, more by one. ठीक है ना? So ठीक है, fine, done with this one. So now we are moving to a fresh chapter, that is your S block. Clear? Done? Okay, fine. So you can make some shortcuts like this, ठीक है ना? At least we remember maximum and minimum, so we can eliminate in the options. ठीक है ना? अच्छा, H2O2 and H2O comparison also we have written. ठीक है ना? कि in case of H2O, dielectric constant was more. ठीक है ना? Strength of hydrogen bonding is also more in water. ठीक है? Then we were talking about dipole moment and boiling point, that was more for H2O2. So all these things are there, revise nicely, do good. So come to S block. So we will study few things in this. Ki first point is this only. What first point is there? Ki bhai, why you are talking about blocks? How to decide which block this element is going? So how we decide this? We decide like this. Ki last electron. So it is decided by last electrons enters in which subshell? ठीक है ना? Means if the last electrons enters in S subshell, you will say S block. If the last electron will enter in P subshell, you will call P block. If the last electron is enter in D subshell, you will say D block. ठीक है? Then they are saying कि how to tell number of groups in S block. How many groups are there? जल्दी बताओ. In S block, how many groups are there? 2. Then they will say how you come to know. Then we will say like this, कि this is nothing else but maximum. This is nothing else but maximum number of electrons possible in an orbital. Orbital नहीं, subshell. Possible in a subshell. Like we can say, in S subshell, what is the maximum number of electrons? Jaldi batao. In S subshell, what is the maximum number of electron? S subshell. So 2. So there are 2 groups. In P subshell, we have 6. So there are 6 groups from 13 to 18. Clear na? Night hunters. Name is very difficult. ठीक है? Clear with this point? ठीक है? Then they are saying D block. So D subshell, how many electrons can be in D subshell? 10. ठीक है ना? So there are 10 blocks, 10 groups from 3 to 12. ठीक है? Clear with all these points? So these are 2 things. Then let's see about few points, like we will talk about group 1 and then we will talk about group 2. ठीक है ना? Group 1 is also known as alkali metal. Group 2 is also known as alkaline earth metal. Except what they are saying? Except beryllium. ठीक है? अच्छा. Now whenever they ask you direct question, कि which of the following is not an alkaline earth metal, then our answer is beryllium. Its significance is till that point only. ठीक है? अच्छा, what are the elements here? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. What are the elements here? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. Last 2 are radioactive. In NCERT, they have written about francium, francium 223. What is the T have given? 21 minutes. Clear? Then they are talking here, why you are calling them alkaline earth metal? 2 reasons are there. They are saying कि hydroxides are alkaline in nature. Hydroxides are alkaline in nature. Oxides also alkaline in nature, you can say. Alkaline in nature, so I will call it alkali metal, alkaline earth metal, like this. So this can be written here also. Now here one more word is there, na? Earth. Alkali to both, but they have written here earth also. No problem, we'll write here B. Video not coming, check once. ठीक है? So B part, why we are calling it earth? Because oxides are present in, where it is present? In earth crust. Oxides are present in earth crust. That's why we are using here earth word. Clear with this point? Done. What next? We know this point na ki who is most abundant in the earth crust. ठीक है? So you know oxygen, silicon, aluminium, iron, 4 done. So who is fifth? So calcium is fifth most abundant element. Fifth element. See this point, I am saying fifth element, not metal. So see in the question carefully, they are saying element or they are saying metal. ठीक है ना? So by the metal if you will check, calcium is third number. ठीक है ना? But if by element you will see, it is fifth number. So calcium is fifth most abundant element. Magnesium is your sixth most abundant element. Somewhere it is written कि by sodium is seventh. Not written in NCERT although. ठीक है ना? In NCERT they have written what calcium and magnesium only. Although we can write top 10 elements. ठीक है ना? In metallurgy chapter we will write it. ठीक है ना? Hydrogen is coming on 9th 10th position. ठीक है? Clear with this point? Okay. हो गया basic point. Now one more point is there which you have studied from class 9 10th. Do you remember kerosene? Do you remember something from kerosene? Bolo. Alkali metals are highly reactive, so they are kept in where? बताओ. Paraffin wax or what they will say, or kerosene. Because they react with air also, they react with water also, or where you will keep, and reaction is very fast, explosive type also you can say. Clear with this point? Okay. Is it fine? Done? Okay. So alkali metals are kept in what you can say, in paraffin wax, or you can say kerosene. Done. So basic points we are studying only. Whatever we are studying today are basic. So don't worry, big things we will study from next class, and nothing is difficult, nothing is big also. What is big? If you will study everything is easy, you will get marks. We have to focus only on NCERT. There can be many things in inorganic, but mainly we are concerned with NCERT. Suppose one question come from here and there also, we will try to attempt it by elimination method and all. If we are not able to do, finally we will leave it. But for one question we don't have to study everything, na? That we can do at last. Now come to the next point. So we know all the elements. Acha, these elements are present. Now suppose someone gives you calcium. Take this one. Then how you will come to know that this is calcium? How you will come to know that this is calcium? Suppose they are giving you, someone gave you sodium. How you will come to know that this is sodium? So for this we do, which test we will do? Batao jaldi. We will do flame test. Flame test. What is this flame test by? So flame test, nothing. Bring the metal in the burner, Bunsen burner you have seen in the lab. It produces less energy only, heat you can say. Less heat is there. So flame is there like this. Clear? Now this flame has different positions. So they write like this कि alkali metal give characteristic color. What it give? Batao. Characteristic. You can identify them. Characteristic color in what? Batao. Low oxidizing flame. This point is also important. Keep this in mind. Low oxidizing flame. Okay na? So they will give characteristic color. Some will be yellow, some will be red, some will be green, and by this we can identify. Now they will write few techniques name in NCERT like flame photometry. How they are doing this? Flame photometry. They will say absorption spectroscopy. So these are heavy words for MSc peoples. We have to only learn it. So you can just check it. The process names are written like by flame photometry. ठीक है, बढ़िया है. और क्या? Then they are saying ki absorption spectrum, spectroscopy they have written. You can say absorption spectrum also, spectroscopy. ठीक है ना? Done. So these are the methods. So not required. Then they are saying here how this color is coming. If you are heating in a flame, how this color is coming. So we know कि अरे S block elements are having high ionization energy or low ionization energy. जल्दी बताओ. S block elements are having high ionization energy or low ionization energy. Tell quickly. S block elements have high ionization energy or low ionization energy? They have low ionization energy, minimum in their period. Now, here what is happening? Minimum in a period it increases. So S block elements are having minimum in their period. Got this point? So why you are getting color na? Due to low ionization energy. Due to low ionization energy, electron gets excited to higher level. ठीक है ना? When they come back, they liberate energy. They liberate energy. In which region? बताओ. They liberate energy in visible region. So that's why we are able to see color. So this is the reason why you are seeing different colors. Clear with this point? So S block element, do you remember cesium, potassium used in photoelectric cells also? ठीक है ना? Why? Because their ionization energy is less. Now you can remove electron easily. So when you will heat cesium, electron will be excited to higher level. Sometime it will come back. So when it comes back, energy is liberated. Now this energy lies in visible region. ठीक है? Sam, what I am saying ना कि that flame which you are seeing ना, it is having 3-4 parts. कि this is oxidizing region, this is reduction region, high oxidizing region, low oxidizing region, like this. ठीक है ना? So we have to use the word low oxidizing flame. They can give you high reduction region. No. ठीक है ना? Like this. Okay. So what are the colors? Do you remember the color? So lithium is there. Then what is there? Batao. Sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. So lithium is what? Crimson red, yellow. Then what you can write? Violet. Then what again you will write? Violet. Then what you will write? Not violet. So this is violet. This is red violet. And cesium. Cesium is blue. You can remember like this also. Cesium is what? C. C is what? Blue. So your choice. Crimson starting part I remember from cry. So you can write like this. You can make many shortcut. Every people have their shortcut. So cry, crimson red and yellow. This part you can remember by we are blue. We say na we are blue. Don't say we. Say we are blue. ठीक है ना? So we are blue. ठीक है ना? And first two we can remember by we are blue. ठीक है? Or you can remember cesium. C is blue. ठीक है ना? Looking like blue. Clear? Okay. Done. You can make other shortcuts also. ठीक है. Now come to group 2. We are studying both the parts together. Group 1 as well as group 2. Group 2 very good. Why? Why very good, bhai? Because 2 are not giving color only. So less we will have to remember. 2 are not giving color. So less we have to remember. Very good. Calcium, strontium, barium. What is the color of calcium? Red. Strontium, red. This is not red. This is green. What red? Crimson red, brick red. Many red varieties are there. So brick red. This is what? Crimson red. Sir, how to remember? Apple green. Apple green everyone remembers because this is quite different a bit. ठीक है ना. एप्पल ग्रीन, हाउ टू रिमेंबर, BCA, बैचलर ऑफ कंप्यूटर एप्लीकेशन, और यू रिमेंबर बच्चा. ठीक है ना. सो लाइक दिस वी कैन रिमेंबर ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ठीक है ना. So brick red, crimson red, apple green. Apple green everyone remember. Apple green everyone remembers. Now the question arises, sir, why beryllium and magnesium is not giving any color? Can you say the reason? बताओ, कोई reason पता है? Why beryllium and magnesium is not showing any color? They will ask you which S block elements don't show color. क्या बोलोगे? Beryllium and magnesium, higher ionization energy. Correct. See here, everyone knows, everyone what they know कि भाई this is group 1. Group 1 have less ionization energy. As you move in a period, ionization energy increases. So group 2 is having more ionization energy. Group 2 is having more ionization energy. See, this is group 2. Group 1. Group 1 less. As you are increasing, group 2 is having more. Then sir, why lower are giving? Then you will say, Array, as you move down the group, ionization energy decreases. So only first two are having higher, you can say, they are decreasing. So they can give, but this will not give. Clear with this point? So you can simply say simple reason, due to comparatively higher ionization energy. So is this clear? देख लो एक बार. So due to comparatively higher ionization energy, that burner is not able to give sufficient energy to excite the electron. Is it okay? Now you can say, okay, sir, I will give more energy, I will excite it. It should liberate energy also in the visible region. Then only you will be able to see. Suppose it is liberating ultraviolet, देख लोगे? No. Infrared, you cannot see. So the liberation part should be also in visible region. Clear with this point? So we have written all the basic thing, all the element, how to find which element is there, why film test is there. Now mainly we have three types of properties which we have to study. What three types of properties are there? Ki atomic properties, physical properties and chemical properties. ठीक है ना. So this, see, atomic properties and physical property we will study in comparative way. Means what? Group 1, group 2. Chemical properties we will study separately because chemical properties are big. ठीक है ना. It will be very difficult to compare and write at the same time. ठीक है ना. Copy limitations also, notebook limitations. ठीक है. So let's talk about the first property, easy one, everyone knows all the point in this. Atomic properties, everyone knows. In fact, nothing is new in this. Nothing is new in this. You will say like this कि sir, I have group 1, I have group 2. ठीक है, very good, very good. Now what? First point. See here, first point we will talk about outer configuration, valence shell configuration. Everyone knows. You will say, sir, this is NS1, this is NS2. ठीक है. Then they will talk about the size. Size means what? Radius. They can say atomic radius, metallic radius, ionic radius, anything. Order is the same. Although they should define metallic radius, because these are metals na. Although they should define metallic radius, these are metals. But ठीक है, you compare metallic radius, you compare ionic radius, all are having same trend. What is the trend of size? बताओ, increases or decreases down the group? जल्दी बोलो. Increases down the group. Increases down the group. Same thing is here. Same. Then let's compare here also. We will compare it also. Who is bigger? 1A, 2A. This one is also na 1A. This one is what? 2A. Who is bigger in size? 1A. Are you seeing this point? In a period, size decreases. So group 2 is small. Okay. Sorry. Okay, clear with all these points? ठीक है. Now we will come to next point. What is the next point भाई? इधर आ जाओ. Ionization energy, very easy. Ionization energy, everyone knows. What happens down the group? Decreases. What happens down the group? Decreases down the group. You will say here same. Then you will compare 1A, 2A. Who is having more? All these things we have already studied in periodic table chapter, so we are doing it quickly. Keep this in mind. Okay, na? All these things we have already studied, so we are doing it quickly. So decreases down the group. Cesium has minimum ionization energy, and in a period it increases. So 2A is more than 1A. Clear? Then come to the next point. What next point? This is nothing new. You can say sub point only. But before studying this, we will check one more thing here. What one more thing we will see? Here when we are saying ionization energy, means first ionization energy. When we are saying only ionization energy, this means we are talking about first ionization energy. Clear with this point? ठीक है. So first ionization energy तो group 2 has more. So this is the order of first ionization energy. If I will talk about second, then what do you think? Order is same or different? Jaldi bolo. If we will talk about second ionization energy, then the order is same or different? Then the order is different, because we know what we know. Batao jaldi. Because we know after removing one electron, alkali metal attains noble gas configuration. You remember something? Na plus is a noble gas configuration. It is very difficult to remove the electron. ठीक है? You will tell कि leave. He will say give me 5,000. ठीक है ना? So like this. ठीक है? So these things all we have studied. You have to just revise. Come to the fourth point now. Okay, not fourth point. You can say subheading. Like I will talk about electropositive nature. You know what is electropositive nature? Becoming plus. Metals are electropositive because they become plus. Li plus, Na plus, K plus, Cs plus, Be2 plus, Ca2 plus. ठीक है ना? Because they can easily lose electron. Because they can easily lose electron. So this is based on ionization energy only. So that's why we are writing it here. Clear with this point? Yes or no? Bolo jaldi. Electropositive means what? Become positive. Electronegative means what? Become negative. ठीक है ना? Easily removed electron. So what do you think? Electropositive nature decreases or increases down the group? Electropositive nature decreases or increases down the group? Increases down the group. Clear? Here also same thing. ठीक है ना? Who is more electropositive? 1 or 2? Who is more electropositive? 1 or 2? Huh? In a period, electropositive nature decreases. Here you have metal, there you have non-metal. They are electronegative. They are electronegative. So you can say कि 2A is less than 1A. 1A is more electropositive. Clear? Second point we will write now. Do you remember PEE? What is PEE? Batao. Photoelectric effect. What is this? Photoelectric effect. Now you will say yes sir, we have studied this atomic structure chapter. You remember metal was there, light came, electron ejected. So this also involves what? Ionization energy. If ionization energy is less, then we can use it in photoelectric materials. Then they will ask you which metals can be used. You remember something? They took group 1 element only, like potassium, rubidium, cesium. So group 1 metals can be used in photoelectric also. Cesium best. Is this clear? बस हो गया. So these two properties were there which are dependent on ionization energy. Come to the fourth point. Fourth point is electronegativity. Everyone knows bhai sir, the new thing not there. Electronegativity down the group decreases down the group. Here also same. But who is more, 1A or 2A? In a period it increases. Clear with this point? देख लो एक बार जल्दी. हो गया कि नहीं? इज इट डन? बोलो भाई. क्लियर? ओके. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द एटॉमिक प्रॉपर्टीज. फर्स्ट डिफिकल्टी लेवल पास्ड. बट यू विल सी हियर कि अरे नथिंग इज न्यू. ऑल दीज थिंग्स तो वी वर नोइंग ऑलरेडी. वेरी गुड. All these things we were already knowing. Ionization energy, electronegativity, size, we have studied in periodic table. Nothing is new. So let's study something new then. What next part we are going to study? Next part we are talking about metallic bond. Metallic bond strength. You can write MBS. अच्छा, metallic bond strength we are talking about. What we are talking about? Metallic bond strength. अच्छा, so before discussing this ना, I will tell you one thing कि don't confuse with metallic nature and metallic bond strength. ठीक है ना? Metallic nature can be different, metallic bond strength can be different. ठीक है ना? Metallic nature down the group increases, in a period decreases. This side metal, this side non-metal. Is it clear? Metal, non-metal. So in a period metallic character decreases, down the group it increases. ठीक है? So what we are saying here, this is related to metallic bond. What is the strength of metallic bond? Metals have metallic bond only. So we can say like this, it is directly proportional to number of valence electron. Achha, many reasons are there. One more is there. Now we are discussing with respect to only S block. ठीक है ना? So number of valence electron. So according to this, who should have more metallic bond strength? Can you tell? According to this, who should have more metallic strength? Metallic bond strength. Who should have more? जल्दी बताओ. So you will say कि sir, group 1 having 1 valence electron, group 2 having 2 valence electrons. So this is more. Clear? So now you see कि metallic bond strength is more in group 2. But if I ask you who is more metallic nature, metallic property, metallic nature, in a period it decreases. So group 1 is more metallic. ठीक है ना? So that's why in the beginning only I told you कि metallic nature and metallic bond strength, ठीक है ना? You don't compare it directly. Both are a bit different things. It is not necessary both are same. Clear? Okay. So this तो we can compare in groups when valence electrons are different between two groups. What will happen when you are talking within a group? Here the valence electron same. Then you will say, "Arey, no problem. Talk about the size. Inversely proportional to size." So down the group, what is happening? Valence electron is same, ns1. Now what will happen? Size increases. That means metallic bond strength decreases. So you can say decreases down the group. Can you say like this? It decreases down the group. Is it okay? देख लो एक बार जल्दी. Is it okay? ठीक है? Decreases down the group. See. Now after this na, we have to study physical properties. So how we will deal with physical properties? Listen carefully. Achha, you are having your next class also now from 11:15. ठीक है? So I will write the last line now only. Ki see, physical properties means what? Melting point, boiling point. All these are based on intermolecular forces, interatomic forces. In metals you can say metallic bond. ठीक है ना? So if metallic bond is strong, melting point, boiling point will be more. If metallic bond is weak, melting point, boiling point will be less. So if metallic bond is decreasing down the group, so you can say कि melting point, boiling point, hardness general order decreases down the group. This is a general order. We will have some exceptions also. Okay, clear with this point? So in the next class we will start with physical properties. Okay, in this we will talk about density, hardness, melting point, boiling point. So is this clear to everyone? So hope you have understood everything. Read the notes. If you have doubt, watch the lecture again and again, so that all the doubts are cleared. Hope you have understood. So for the notes, you can take this. Next class we will start with physical properties and we will go to chemical properties then. So this is your QR code. And this part we have written in a general order. There are exceptions. Exceptions are there, so don't say like this case. We are saying in a general order for understanding. Is it clear to everyone? So now you can attend the next class. So thanks everyone. Bye for now. Enjoy and study also.